Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Train Fever. My name, of course, is Orbit Potato. We are watching the Great Wall of Whitby Line train number uno, the first ever train, or the first ever, well, theoretically the first ever train on our line. Pull out of the station, it's gonna go around the loop, and then it is gonna be heading all the way back over to Woburn, right over there. Alright, so there's a couple of things that I thought would be a great idea to do today. And chief amongst them was actually use trains to transport a little bit of cargo. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely convinced that I know how the whole cargo mechanic actually works. And I don't actually know where the cargo is supposed to be going. Obviously, it's supposed to be going to the industrial area. I mean, I understand that much. But out with that, I'm not so sure. But basically, right, here's my logic. This is producing so much stuff. It's producing so many goods, right? It's just ridiculous. We only have 3 goods waiting there at this current moment, but I really feel that we could do much more with this line than what we're currently doing. And I think that we can do that with trains. I don't think that that's an unfair assessment. Let's get a cargo station out. Let's get a cargo station out and see what we can actually do with this bad boy. So let's swap it here. Somewhere that it's cheap would be ideal, actually. 106,000. 106,000 sold to the cheapest bidder. What? No? Yes? Whatever. All right, let's get another freight station in over here. Can we manage? I mean, ideally, it would be somewhat accessible. Yeah, that'll do. I reckon. I think, anyway. Alright, and now the trick is going to be line these bad boys up. Shouldn't be too challenging to do, I don't think. Shouldn't be too expensive either, I hope. We'll stick in a level crossing. We want a Swedish style level crossing. Why not? We've got a nice little bridge there. I think that's probably necessary given the very big drop. Or the very big hill that we are sort of traversing. Although that style of bridge, oh, I don't know, I quite like that. Like, that's quite modern. That's quite sleek. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you very much. And thank you for not completely screwing me on a ridiculous price. I mean, that's really the best way to do it. In one chunk, at an affordable price. Can you ask for any more? I don't think you can. I don't think you can ask for any more. You know, personally, I don't think you can ask for any more. Can we stick a depot over here? It's gonna cost me 73 grand, but it's gonna work out quite nicely. All right, let's buy. Do we need a super expensive train? You know what? Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we frickin' well do. We do want goods. Yeah, we want goods. That's pretty much exactly what we want. So let's get some goods wagons. It's not open cargo. That's not what we want. Goods wagon, I think, is what we want. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that would be what we need. Nope, it seems that goods wagons, should I say, are the only thing that we can sort of work with. All right, let's call this goods. This is gonna be called goods by train. Goods by train. A really uncreative and rather terrible name, actually. Now that you mention it. There we go. Whitby transfer. Load if available. Except this is going to be told. This is going to be told to go to full load. Perfect. Beautiful. And I think we probably want to. Get rid of this bus depot. I don't really think that it's necessary. Or should I say, I don't want to get rid of the bus depot. I want to get rid of the route. I want to get, not You Got Wood. I want to get rid of the other one. What's it called? The goods delivery one. It's not called You Got Wood. It's not called you got wood. It's called something else. What is this? Too good for potato. Oh, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. So, will goods go onto the train? I think they will go onto the train. I don't think we've got to worry about that. I'm just worried about, you know, tons and tons of goods stacking up there and just not getting anywhere. It's not what I want. 1 of 24. Huh. I mean, that is problematic for everybody. Now, this may not have been the best idea. But you know what? We've got a line in there, so... whoop-de-doo. We're going to try and use it somehow. Come on, come on. You know there's a couple more goods that need to be wanting to go over this way to the industrial area. You see this? I think this bad boy wants to head on over here. Fingers crossed anyway. There's a production of like 58 anyway, so that's a major production of goods. So I think that we're doing the right thing. It might take a while to, you know, fully filter through, but at least it'll happen. So goods are being delivered over here, too good for potato, and then they're getting dispatched to their relevant industrial buildings. So I don't understand, where are these guys going? I don't understand where those guys are going. Somewhat problematic. Can we tell you to... Can we tell you to skip your current destination? Or where is it? What is it called? Goods by train. It's a really shitty name. There we go. Get you to dispatch. See if that encourages any more goods to come your way. I mean, it might not, but it's worth a shot, isn't it? I'm more curious to see where, you know, these goods are actually going, because I think there's only one industrial area. Is that... I mean, that's not even really an industrial area per se, but it is an industrial area. It's not leisure or whatever, so... Yeah, I mean, these goods are coming in here. I don't know why they're not going to the train station. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me, folks. It doesn't make sense to me. You see this? It works. Unless these goods happen to be going down this way and across to this area. If so, that would explain a heck of a lot. So I presume that it calculates the quickest route. Yeah, okay. Alright. We need to figure something out here. How many goods is this carrying? 7 goods. That's not bad. That's not bad. But we're gonna have to have a little redesign of this area, I think. Speed it up so the train just disappears. Alright. Now, ideally, we would just move the station over here. Is that something that we can actually do? I don't think it's something that we can reasonably do. Let me try for a second, alright? Let me try and move the station. So ideally, we just move this station, plonk it over here. I mean, it's not in reality as simple as that, but you know what? In this game, it pretty much is. Now, we can't build over the river. That is a major no-no for us. We can pretty much plonk it wherever the heck else we want to plonk it. You know, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I respect that. But the river is a no-go area. Okay. Other options include getting rid of this piece of road, moving the station... Pause. Get rid of this station. Alright? Hear me out. This may seem a little bit radical, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there together. And plonking that station exactly there. That is exactly the place that we want. Is that a... Did I? Yeah, I did put a freight station, a freight train station there. Sweet. Awesome. Let's link you up. Shouldn't have too many height issues with that, but that's okay. And then, right, and this is the creme de la creme here. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Alright, so what I was thinking is let's get a road that goes across here and provides a quick access route for all of the cargo that wants to get to this area. And then it will definitely be quicker to go by train rather than take the road. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, come on. Let's try and feel something out here. Can we come to an agreement? What am I colliding with? Why am I colliding? Just build me a bloody bridge. How hard is it sometimes for you to build a bridge these days? Oh, goddamn. Alright. Take this back. But let's try again. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. Ideally, we would like to change as little buildings around here as possible. Right? And I know that does sound like a bit of a preposterous thing to say. It's going to be pretty tough to do that. Alright, gonna have to scale it back a little bit. Alright, let's try that. It's not popular. It's really not going for it. I'm not a popular guy around these areas. You know, renowned for absolutely fucking up the local environment hundreds of times over. They clearly do not want me to get my way. However, it's gonna happen. It's gonna freaking happen, folks. There you go. I mean, in fact, you know what? I'm actually gonna delete that fucking bridge because I dislike the look of it so much. Even though it was perfect. It only cost us 7k, so I'll do it again. Alright, well, we can't do that. That's a stupid option. I feel that, you know, going with our modern aesthetic, let's go with a nice green bridge. Why not? Let's plonk that down there. And booyah, we've got ourselves a nice green bridge. All that remains is connect up that little bit of road, and we should be fine and dandy. Now, I don't know if that's going to change a whole bunch of stuff, but I hope that it does. We're also going to try upgrading a little bit of street, see if that actually works. I don't think it will work. Excuse me. Upgrade to that. No, to that. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. We'll try upgrading that a little bit there, but otherwise we would have to demolish some houses. I hope that we don't have to do that, so I'll just leave it for now. I'll just leave it for now. It's fine. And fingers crossed, that is going to provide a much easier access route for the train. Or so as soon as cargo gets off the train, it can be dispersed around the entire area, the entire town. Should be very good indeed. I'm not going to have to make any adjustments to your schedule, am I? I'll put you on goods by train. Goods by train, however. Whitby transfer. Yep, we've already set you on there. And Whitby West has just been perfect. Alright. That's grand. I don't know if it's going to work. It very well might not. We're going to give it a darn good shot anyway. How many goods have you got on it at the moment? You've got 0 goods on you. Always good to know that a train is just disappearing with no goods on them at all. So basically, we want to see as many goods as possible just go into this area. Or this area, either or, I would consider a great success. However, any goods that are coming down this way, I would consider a personal failure. And it looks like, to me, at least, more goods are going into the train station. Kind of nice to see that, but, you know, it's not a perfect 100%, I don't think. 6 goods waiting there. I mean, 6 goods is hardly... It's hardly tons, is it? It's really not that many. Alright. You're going to pick up your cargo. That's great to see. However, other goods are just going to be going all of the way over here? Like, what? I mean, I thought that we had something else going on over here. I thought we had a bus journey. A bus journey? A cargo route? Seemingly not. Or well, we do have a cargo route, but we just don't have enough of a cargo route. You know what this means? That's right. It means another station. Another flipping station. Can you believe it? Let's get the big old demolisher tool out. Demolish this. Press pause, just so that the town doesn't actually rebuild. To make sure they don't get their hopes up too much. Excuse me, why do you not want to connect? You only want to connect over there, or over there. You're telling me that I've demolished the completely wrong building then. You really are a very, very fussy game, aren't you? What if I go for a slimmer route? Nope. You're gonna make me demolish another building. For 180k. Ask me how pleased I am at this exact moment in time. Just ask. Just ask. Oh, it's funny you should say that, dearest viewer, because I am mighty fucking pissed off by that. My god, that is a lot of money. Oh man, that irks me. That irks me greatly. Also, it's probably worth noting, right, that we are putting all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak. We really, really are. Oh, the road needs to be a fraction longer. I'll do that. Yeah, we're putting all our eggs in one basket, and we're really, really hoping that this lumber yard, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is going to do well forever. Because otherwise, we're going to have invested a substantial amount of money into this track for little reward. But, you know, while the going is good, let the going be good. Let the going be good when the going is good. It's a motivational quote by yours truly. Alright. We are going to have to get rid of you. And I'm going to have to get rid of you as well. Now, can I just lay a second track down next to you? I mean, the easiest way, undoubtedly, is to do this. Is to lay a second track next to you. It would save me demolishing the entire flippin' thing. Because what I would like is I would like a second station area. Perfect. And we just delete this little bit. Easy. Alright, so this area should still be able to be used as a station. Fingers crossed. We can also delete this little bit. And we're going to have a little bit of a, I don't want to say an awkward setup, but it's going to be a little bit funky. It's going to be a little bit funky. That's for sure. Whoa. Alright, what is this? This is a nice big S-bend that we've got going on here, but it actually works out as quite an affordable price, and it doesn't scar the land too much. I mean, I say that. You know, scarring of the land, whatever. Looks quite nice. Looks quite dainty. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, let's get you to come down here. Error vehicle in the way. Oh, yeah, you want me to resume, don't you? Yeah, I can do that. Should you need me to. But I'm more trying to get just like a communal depot for everybody right now. Yeah, let me stick a depot out here. Now we're going to be majorly cutting into the ground over here, but whatever. Who gives a damn? It's just a depot. Plonk a depot down there, and it actually sits kind of nicely. I mean, that's a big ass hill that you've got to climb, to be honest. Like, so the train that we're going to be buying for this is going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be the biggest and the best that we've got. And we're going to need the goods wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I go with 6. 6 is undoubtedly overkill. And then this is going to be, we're going to call this the second goods by train line, because I am so uncreative today. Excuse me. Second goods by train. You can see my very, very apparent mistakes there. Alright, Whitby transfer. And you're gonna go there. Sweet. Awesome. I mean, I don't really want you to be on this side of the track. I'll be honest, it's not great. I might just delete this access route. Right, so you should still have a route, yeah? Or is this not gonna work? Alright, folks. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, quickly, let me delete the station. Vehicle in the way. Are you shitting me? Really? Why? Why is there a vehicle in the way? Alright, so there is a vehicle in the way. This is all one large-ass section of track. I'm having second thoughts about making that a thing. Or whatever. Let's sort this issue out. While we've got the opportunity to do so. I need to upgrade you to 2 tracks. Are you serious? Why? How is there still a vehicle in the way? There absolutely should not be. Alright, there we go. We got something done. Holly frickin' Luya. Alright, let's place down a second station now with 2 tracks. 2 frickin' tracks. That should line up much better, and it'll actually work. Awesome. Alright, so a mistake that I made last time was allowing that train to go onto that route. Yeah, we want to force trains to go on a very specific route. So we're going to have to make a little depot for this other route over here. And that is not a concern. That is... you know, same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. We place a depot right here? No, of course not. That would be daft over the potato. What are you thinking? That's too daft as well. Let's try this side. It's not gonna work. That's stupid. Why would you even place that there? That's literally dumb. That is definitely not gonna work. Oh my goodness. Is my life just doomed to eternal damnation? Apparently so. Perfect. Okay. Is that everything fixed? Mostly everything fixed. All right. I don't think I need to make any more adjustments than I've already made or am currently making. So here's the play, right? Second goods train is going to be able to do its nice little thing. It's going to go all the way up this this area over here, and it's going to provide premium access to all of the commercial area in Woburn. And fingers crossed, it should do it way quicker than any of the trucks. It'll also do it way quicker than any of the, you know, the cargo just manually being delivered or whatever. So fingers crossed it actually works. This train, the route, goods by train numero uno, is going to be forced to stick to one side of the station. So that is the right side when looking at it from this direction. You need to set line, second goods by train line. Yeah. And then the second goods by train line is forced to use this side of the line, right? So theoretically, we've got two trains, both on different sides of the line, both forced to go on their own separate line. And you know what? I think that is actually a pretty good method. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does. I am very hopeful indeed. And fingers crossed, we should see much less manually delivered cargo. So, big step forward today, actually. Big step forward today. We're going to go... We should really go for full load. We really should go for full load. On both of these routes. Yeah. Did I set them both right? Did I set that right? Whitby transfer. Yeah, and then... Goods by train, Whitby transfer. Yeah, I did. I said it right. I mean... It's probably going to cost us a little bit of money, but we're going to get a shit ton of money when we actually arrive at our destination. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me during this interesting and experimental time in our little train fever adventure. Oh, look, we've got looks like we've got some stuff waiting, or stuff that is going to be waiting for the second goods train, I think. Yes. You've got 0 goods on you at the moment. Fan-fucking-tastic. Second goods by train. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, that's really, really good. And we're already seeing a massive, massive reduction in the amount of cargo that is being A, transported by lorry, and B, transported manually, you know, just by the roads, or however the fuck they do it. Alright, ladies and gents, we're going to call the episode there. My name, of course, has been Over Potato. Thank you very, very much for watching this episode of Train Fever. Until next time, bye.